We were told simply that this wasn't a play, it didn't happen in a school building, that it could happen in a car park or a main street, that it would involve members of the community and a large number of our young people, but that it would grow out of whatever the youngsters wanted it to be. Now that sounded at the one time terrifying and tremendously exciting, which was what School of Ambition had taught us we ought to be.
And we have been absolutely delighted to have been a part of this amazing project. We're quite overwhelmed by the talent that we've unearthed in the school, and it's been such an exciting experience. And I think one of the major things about it is it's just absolutely active learning at its absolutely most brilliant. We can't thank the professionals enough, the staff at Dice Academy enough, and the youngsters themselves, because they have really given their all. They're a talented bunch and I am incredibly proud of them, and I don't know what I'm going to do to really raise that bar and continue to raise that bar, but I'm telling you one thing, my staff are going to have a lot higher expectations and aspirations, because these youngsters are wonderful.
I think the biggest compliment I can pay is that probably over the last 35 years I wouldn't like to say how many school shows I've seen. That wasn't a school show. What I saw tonight were professionals, professional dancers, professional singers, professional artists in every way. So the level of maturity and knowing a lot of those youngsters, I can see the difference in them. I can see the confidence and the poise. It's actually quite remarkable, and I think it's going to take me a little bit of time to actually work through everything I've seen and make some kind of sense of it.
What we have seen is youngsters moving from the point where, well, the boys are not going to speak to the girls and the girls are not going to speak to the boys, and we're not doing that and I'm not getting involved, to a huge growing confidence, until you could see, as you popped into one of the rehearsals, a young woman flying through the air to be held in the arms of a young lad that she probably wouldn't have spoken to. I have watched groups of youngsters form and reform. It's not just the old cliques of friendship groups. They've all worked with each other, and that's the thing that they talk about. I have heard parents saying, this must be some project they're involved in. She has never talked that much about what she does during the day in her life. Usually we get nothing or fine. Now we're getting every glorious detail of what's happened in Transform that day. I have seen youngsters who we are constantly trying to keep engaged. Youngsters for whom life presents challenges, shall we say, and school seems to be a bad thing. Youngsters who are fighting against us and struggling against us all the time. I've watched those youngsters become completely involved in Transform.
And I think there's a lesson there for teachers. If you have high expectations, youngsters will meet them.